The YouTube stream has started. Hello, everybody. We are reacting. Oh my god, this feels so cringe. But yes, we are reacting to Daggers Inheritors from the official Arknights poo poo. Official Arknights channel. Yes. You know what? Let's just get into it. The more I pause like this, the more awkward it gets.
Listen, I'm just here doing my study guide, keeping you company.
Yeah, the Daggers Inheritors. Okay, I'm just gonna start eating and we react.
Don't choke now.
Also, is the volume fine, guys? Holy. Who stabbed at who? It's W! She just stabbed it. What the hell? Oh, that's Scout. Babel Tower retreats. Oh, this is after vehicle Teresa. Right. Let's go now.
Your Twitch has an ad break.
That's who you killed, Lever? Look, I was forced to. I don't think I even killed. Okay, it was the assassins. It was the assassins. And I might have helped or something. I didn't read because Ian can't read. We don't talk about that. And also, I got free Originite Prime, so you know, we take those.
GR9401、GR9409、GR9426、こいつらはレイベントの仲間だ。軍事委員会の傭兵さ。暗殺作戦の後、軍の駐屯地に戻ってきたやつはいなかった。監視。
Oh wait, okay. This is probably from. I don't know if this is a spoiler from the anime, but like they did say the assassins who did kill her didn't really want to live afterward. That's what they're saying. Is if Raybend is one of the mercenaries from the military commission, then you know, yeah, all of them did die apparently. Wait, what in that scene, was it W killing them? I think it was W who was killing their guard too, who was like going insane in the anime.
によれば連れ出したのはレイベントだ。どうも両外に何かを送り届けようとしてたらしい。どうだ？興味はあるか？
Am I a new player? I am a new player to Arknights. I've been playing for like 16 days. And and we did play a bit of the Babel event, but I didn't read because I heard it was spoilers. But yeah, but I have watched the anime. So that's why how I know stuff.
To be honest, I don't even know what Arknights is.
奴を狙っているのはお前だけじゃないからな。
Mamma mia! We definitely didn't do something wrong there. We were definitely not the cause of all this. No. One thing I would say is I didn't do anything. I don't want this guilt trip. I don't get this guilt trip. Okay, I didn't do anything. And also, I do wish the anime did take as much as time it does, like in this animation, to set the mood and everything. They just kind of rush through this whole thing. But yeah, W is kind of the one struggling through all this.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Oh, the music is rising. Building up. Bro's gonna solo. He's gonna solo them all. Oh, that type of solo. Ooh. That's a lot of blood. And also, oh hell no. Is cooked. That was such a small grenade for such a big explosion. What? Oh no, he didn't explode at all. Right. So it set off all the explosions. Oh. Of course the cockroach survives everything. It's visible for you. Proof that size doesn't matter. You are insane. Ines and Hoarder. Honestly, W is the second main character. Why is Pro celebrating birthday with Babel? You know, you are right. Probably the worst time and the worst videos to celebrate. No. You can't blame me. You can't blame me. I don't drive in Death and Destruction. Wait, no. I was gonna say W is probably the second main character. I don't think I actually prefer W being the main character over Amiya. Because like W has so much character, like depth of character. I see bro was preempted. No. Like she has so much character depth. Like first you see her as like an insane person who just turned on Reunion for no reason. But then the more you go into her story, the more like she has so much built up. I feel like more than Amiya herself. You know, Lever, there's a medal on that event, the totally roast you for being emotionless. Well, they made a mistake. Because Ian can't read, and I can't read that medal. So they can't even roast me. You know what he said after killing Teresa? Hey, that's free Originite Prime. Look, I got my priority. Why is Ines and Hoarder her parent? God damn, bro, I was joking. I didn't think bro was actually. I am not. I'm getting framed. Look. It happened. Alright, we gotta look at the positives. It's free Originite Prime. I'm desperate. Oh god. Eterna? I know. Civilite. Oh no. This is Civilite Eterna, right? Yeah. Hello, new player. Hello. See, that's the kind of logical thinking Priyamnisha Doctor had. Look, I will beat the allegation. What the heck is this? Okay, before I pause. Okay. I'm expired player. Which chapter event are you in? I've only finished till chapter 7, and I'm currently in chapter 8, but I haven't started it. And I did finish Babel, but I didn't really read it. I just kind of skipped past it because I heard I should read Arknights memoir first, but I have to do it. I haven't done that either. I am beating the allegation. I'm not embracing it. Okay. I'm just saying Original Prime is needed. I am beating the allegations, guys. I just don't know Teresa that well. Other than she's like super major character. I don't know much. But yeah, other than that, I didn't read any other side story event. I didn't even read I did get Necrast from the other event, but I didn't really read that either. So I don't know who Negrazo is or whatever. Yeah, also though, what I was gonna ask is this guy like in the story? And is his daughter in the story, or is this like completely random?
一体誰なの？ずいぶん過保護ね。
俺の娘だ。あの子は関係ない。
Holy! Bro's running. No. Okay. Let's survive it. You know, this is actually super insane. Like the whole 3D, it's actually insane work. The music and everything. Okay, why couldn't they make the anime in 3D? Of course, it's gonna cost the arm and a leg, but you know they could have made the whole anime like this. And if they try to do this, it would never get released. That's also another thing. Wait, it would have been so cool if the whole anime was like this. She did Rasengan. Yeah.
傭兵は皆自分が死ぬか相手が死ぬかそういう戦いの影に取りつかれてる。だからあの子ここから逃げなければならない。
逃げる？ってどこ？
この先は移動都市の航路だ。
あんたたどり着けないです。あのガキはなおさら無理。
Why playing the villain, W? And also, which nomadic city? I mean, like, if you go to a good one, like if you're going to like Ursus or something, she's cooked. I mean, like, if it's what else is near Castle, which could pass through? I don't really know. But yeah, YouTube stream delay does suck. But if it's like Yan or something, I mean, it's still nearby, but still, Yan is much more better than Ursus. Welcome, Gene.
大丈夫さ。あの子には未来がある。
Revenge stuff. Holy crap! They're really going insane. Why can't bro be an operator, huh? Why can't bro be an operator? I know he's like dying from the Originium and like he's like using probably his own body to Originium to like do the final fight, but it looks so cool though. His powers look so cool. Cause he's dead? Yeah, he's probably dead. Look, pre-amnesia doctor, he was still siding with the other guys, right? With Thereseus probably. Could have just hired this dude. Because circus money doesn't only work in Castle, they're basically everywhere. Look at Brian facing the allegations. I'm just saying, if you're gonna commit fully, right? What is this half-ass changing my mind? You already did it. You already killed Teresa. Like, why stop there? Why? Just go full with it. Me on the Teresa squad now. Holy music. Holy. It is awesome music. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Ew. There's dark. Soundtrack by Village. Hey, W Alter! Yippee! Forever Revenge. That's why we take out everybody. Dr. Logic. Walter White. I didn't think about it. Holy, what is this place? You know what? Pretty good. It's insane. Oh man. I should play more. Like I have to finish all the lore, man. It's gonna be so long so that I understand everything.
I mean, if you want to play more, why don't you play more?
I feel like I'm already doing it. I've been playing like what 16 days. I played it almost every day. I gotta finish it fast though. I just see cockroach. The whole Arknights story is longer than 5. It's cooked. What's the word cooked?
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, okay, there is like 50 million side stories. Like, and all side stories have like what, like, what's the word count? I want to know what's the word count. 3x the Bible. Hey, I want the word count to a T. Hopefully there is. Totally need to play more, especially chapter 14 and 15. I have to get there. I do have to get there. I'm currently in chapter 8, by the way. So the main story is still chapter 15. And then, oh god, the endless side stories, which are as big as the main story. Okay, there is this one about ordinary characters in Arknights. Okay, I want to react to it only because that was what initially got me into Arknights. Because Arknights, right? There is Rhodes Islands, and like usually in anime or whatever, they get the main faction, or like any media. It's not just anime. They get the main faction, and the main faction is like chosen one, right? Like how Mia is probably the chosen one of Teresa. Like Naruto is the chosen one. Luffy, they made him a chosen one immediately. Like they didn't make him. I wish he wasn't a chosen one, but he's a chosen one. And like other than the main squad, nothing else matters. But in Arknights, there are so many different factions, so many different countries, and they all have equal kind of, not as much, but like enough to get you interested. And my favorite part is, I heard like, okay, I don't know, I know the name is Roberta. I don't know if they were a makeup artist or like a hairdresser, but like she's literally a normal person, and she's part of Rhodes Islands because she wants to help. Literally the most common person. Yeah, and Rhodes Islands is civil. Okay, I don't know about Rhodes Islands being civilly outgunned. Okay, and that might be like copium. That's copium. Okay, Rhodes Islands is kind of OP. Like, but still, the other factions are still pretty pog as well. Well, yeah, the world building is insane. Arknights can give you PTSD too. Yeah. The whole Rosemonte situation is very, very sad. Let me just hide the screen real quick so that I'll get the other video.
So in other news, apparently Markiplier just got married.
That is crazy. Let's go. Congratulations to him. Weren't him and Amy like together for like ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, let's go.
I guess
Yippee!
Amy posted it on her Instagram.
On my birthday, let's go, Pog. On my birthday, they were like waiting for my birthday. Yeah, sure. Can't believe this. Oh yeah,
I'm
more
so happy for them.
wait, if it's more than 2 million words, isn't it longer than Harry Potter? It's crazy. Yeah, that's great news. I guess today was a birthday for I mean, it's more like wedding anniversary. Happy birthday. Thank you, Sir Mans. Yeah, the reason I'm streaming is so long is because for the birthday. I'm gonna be like streaming for a long time. The YouTube stream will end in like an hour. In 30 minutes actually. Because I'm just gonna do the React bit. And then we'll be playing Portal 2 for a bit and then Arknights again.
Yeah,
But yeah.
go also support Lever on Twitch.
Yes, Twitch is the main part. Twitch is the main part.
Support him on every platform.
Thank you. Also, it's Callie Can't on the stream right now. So you should go
Hi.
subscribe to her. She's really cool. She makes Minecraft videos and she also streams on Twitch. She's part of it's
streams a
Callie
wide
Cat.
variety of games.
Callie Cat from Bro Croc season 7, as Rex says.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Why are you being asked if you have an OnlyFans?
Monthly fans? That's insanity, Nanashia. What the hell? Thank you for the follow, Minroy Toy. Minroy T. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, why did I hide the screen?
Oh my god.
Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Alright. Let's go to the video. And also this video is by Asa Dekai. Look, I'm just gonna say Kai. You know, subscribe to them and everything. Follow their channel. And also they're putting Premiere Pro in a trash can, as they should. Adobe Premiere belongs in the trash can.
I was gonna say I don't use Adobe products. Never mind, I lied. I use Substance Painter.
I use Premiere and it's pain. Oh, you're going DaVinci, the right move, but you know, I don't want to learn DaVinci. So, you know,
DaVinci's not that hard to figure out.
I'm too used to Premiere Pro. I don't want to move. Yo, Chemans! Welcome, and thank you for the follow. Thank you for moving from YouTube to Twitch. It's called YouTube, by the way. That's how you pronounce it.
I think this is a surprise to anyone, but Adobe
Oh my
products
god,
are
it's
really
just you
expensive.
from now on.
The assumption is that it's used by professionals, but I'm no professional. I mean, just look at my
Yes.
content. I'm just an ordinary person trying his best.
Let's go in their stream on Twitch too. We should check them out. And hopefully rate them.
Speaking of ordinary people, it's kind of a given that character needs something special to stand out, especially in something like a gacha where you can have hundreds of characters.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this often means that the opposite kind of character gets forgotten about. There's no reason to make a simple character, so simple characters are basically never intentionally made.
He likes to play reclamation algorithm. Oh well, that's like endgame content, I heard. Damn, you're dead in terror. I won't die. I'm like super cool. I'll probably have like the cool Originium arts, the coolest kind, and I'll be a terror. I'll join Cash Chase Squad. Cash, look. The reason I'm saying this, I did watch that one PV with Cash Chair where he's like everything is going horribly wrong and he's like drinking like wine and like having a fun time. I thought it was so hilarious. I watched this with a classmate on university campus, and I was like, "That's so cool." I know he's like evil and everything, but he's so cool though. He's cool though. Maybe I'm not beating the allegations, but I do think Castia is pretty pog.
As an example, let's look at not Arknights. You have a few
Oh, no.
characters like Hook, Gwenithan, Natasha, but you
I mean, you don't need to have Oripati to use Originium arts. So, and maybe Deathless Black Snake will give me a way to be Deathless as well. Or not. You know, as long as I can be a menace, that's all I care about.
You also have sword masters, mad scientists, super soldiers, celebrities, immortals, child prodigies, scholars, upper management,
That
super
is
hackers,
true.
mind controllers, tax collectors, whatever the world sparkle is, and characters who are quite literally blessed by their gods themselves, i.e. gamblers. I know half of
Gamblers.
those sound like a joke, but I swear in context they're really powerful people. Just take my word for it if you don't play HSR.
I don't play
Probably mentioned
HSR.
that for Star Rail. This works because the whole point of Star Rail is to go on a grand adventure.
You want to eat a seaborn? That would also be pog. I want to know more about the seaborn as well. I should do the Stelfera. I forgot the event name. But that sounds cool. Like anywhere to be a menace. That's what I want to be.
beyond Uvalda's streams, so the fact that everyone's fantastical like this is perfectly normal. HSR, like the other Hoyo games, are character first, so the fact that these characters stand out
You a
is
menace?
kind of
Never.
I'm never menace. React harder, bro? Never. I'm not gonna react harder. And also, it's gonna be passed like 50 million times. You're never gonna watch the video, because if you want to actually watch this video, you should probably watch it by yourself and not from me. You should click the video and give them the views. So it's gonna be insanely painful to watch me watch this video.
point, right? You're gotching for these characters. Characters need to be interesting to be desired. So how does this apply to Arknights?
Yeah, this is an Arknights video.
To start off, I'm not saying that any of these characters are inherently boring, but in the scope of everything that exists in Terra, they're pretty simple. You know,
But that's
people
cool.
doing their
I feel like being normal and boring in an anime is more interesting, surprisingly. Because, like, in media, everyone's always like the John Wick or whatever. And that gets boring real quick. That's why I hate isekai anime. I think being normal is way cooler. Because everyone else is like super insane Gojo Sukuna level. But then if you're still trying, you're super cool. Okay, everything will make sense when you know my favorite character from One Punch Man. It's Mumen Rider. Okay? Bro has 0 powers, but he's there fighting that sea monster thing. That's why he's super cool. It's more cooler to fight without powers than with powers.
jobs or whatnot. As a recent example, let's look at Ray. She is a pit sinker, which basically means she goes into the mines to make sure everything's okay before the miners start mining. Unfortunately,
It's pretty cool work though, but also her gear looks way too cool to be normal.
this isn't really an important job. In fact, it said that even children can get this job. All you really need to do is to know how to not die.
Oh, so the children yearn for the mines. Is what we are going for. Well,
And on top of that, it's one of the jobs that's getting outdone by automation. So yeah, it's kind of pointless now. The only real upside is that she's pretty good at not dying. Namely, because she's been fighting deep in caves in the dark on her own for so long. She's just kind of used to it. In the end, she joins Rhodes Island because what else is she gonna do? She doesn't really have a stable job anymore. If you've read Grinning Valley, this is basically what the event is about. They never even make it to
what's the event?
Read Grinning Valley.
To the Grinning Valley.
This is basically
I should read that.
what the event is about. They never even make it to the titular Grinning Valley because making it there was never the point. It was always about Ray figuring out what the hell she is doing with her life. As for other simple 6 stars, Golden Glow's an obvious choice, being just a hairdresser that got her store burned down. And then Lumen, who, is tied to the greater story of Iberia, but really is just a guy who's at the right place at the right time. There aren't that many 6 stars out
Bibik is literally costume designer. You know what? Yeah, exactly. They're more interesting. Now I want to read all their character lore.
there that are just ordinary people who have ordinary backgrounds. Everyone is related.
How is Ark an ordinary guy? Ark is not an ordinary guy in any way, shape, or all I've heard is him being a menace. Like ruining people's lives. I've seen because I make Arknights and I also watch some Arknights content. I get like a lot of shots recommended of like Arknights, and I look through comments about Ark, and I have seen people legitimately lose their mind and have insane crash outs about Ark, apparently destroying their accounts on the shots. So I don't know about Ark being normal.
It's a some plot in some way. As an example, we have sword masters, mad scientists, super soldiers. Okay, but wait. If Lumen was involved in the Stultifair Navis, can he really still be considered an ordinary person? It was a pretty major event after all. You know, ties of the Seaborn and Anger and all that.
I don't know this.
Well,
Don't spoil,
I'd
man.
argue yes. After all, how a character acts after joining your account does affect how people see them. And Lumen's files even mention how one of his main appeals is the fact that he's very
Battle of okay. I don't know why I thought it was Battle of Cabbage.
ordinary. The best representation we can get of these characters is as operators in-game, because that's where they're most neutral, where they're not affected by whatever is happening in the story. And yet, it isn't exactly canon. I mean, just look at Hibiscus and Hibiscus, or any altar, really. But that'd still be the most updated version of any operator we've got. Like, unless they show up in story again, we have nothing on some characters. I mean, just look at Matomaru. Do you remember Matomaru?
I used Matomaru. What the hell, bro?
To keep pushing
I'm using Matomaru. Can't be like, okay, maybe because I'm a new player and you guys don't properly use them. User.
forward, but then a lot of characters get left in the dust like this. Look at Pallas. Used to be an important person. High Priestess, Goddess of Victory, all that stuff. Now she's just someone at Rhodes getting treatment and getting drunk. Her story hints about going back to Minos to reform it and to have them be more accepting of.
You know, there is okay, I might be crazy, but Minos ever actually been part of any event? If there's one country in Terra that I've totally not ever heard about, is Minos. Like, Minos is so, like, I know nothing. There's nothing. Like, Sargon gets something sometimes. The freaking one city island, I forgot the name. The beach island or whatever. That gets a lot of things. Literally every other country, even Bolivia, which is like just like bad, has like so many people. Minos is the one which is never getting nothing done. Yeah, there was like a very old event like for me. Yeah, Minos and Higashi still haven't got. I mean, Higashi, I did kind of see, kind of get spoiled about the whole Hoshiguma event or something that's gonna happen there. And yeah, because like everybody keeps posting pictures of like Mio or somebody, like this, that person who looks like Jessica. But yeah, and to leave my internet is hurting me. I understandable, man. Thank you for even stopping by.
Infected, but until Arknights gives us that, that's where she is. She's no more than just another person at Rhodes. On the other hand,
Interlocking competition. I guess this is what you're talking. This is the one event.
on the other hand, you have people like Scotty, who's always wrapped up in business, even in game, always fretting about the big stuff. And then there's Calcide, who's so important that she appears not only everywhere, but she also transcends the game itself.
Can you talk?
Of course, that's only talking about the
And
big
Pete?
people. There's a whole class of characters that I haven't even touched. It's the largest group of Arknights by far, and they shine in how diverse they can be. I, of course, am talking about 5 stars.
Oh.
Now,
Okay. I know who something is. Who I know. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know somebody. There is literally someone who just makes soap deodorant or something. Like, not soap deodorant. Like, they literally make soap or something, and they make bubbles. What's the support character? I just got them, and I read their like operator file, and they're like, they literally make soap, and they wanted to promote their soap company, so they were like, came to Rose Islands, and I was like, that's crazy. So all you make is bubbles. I forgot which character. Aroma, yeah, Aroma. I did get Aroma. I was like, off stream, I went through her operator file. Uptime, I don't have uptime, unfortunately, Billy Bob Joe. I'm streaming on Twitch more so. This stream is gonna end in like 8 minutes. Cause I was gonna do a longer react, but like I do have another collab to do with. Oh yeah. Aroma is the definition of why the hell are you here? You just make soaps. That's it.
Obviously, not all 5 stars are normal people. By design,
Thank you for the follow, Light. Yeah. Well, if the YouTube stream is gonna end, so it's unfortunate.
they encompass a large variety of roles and whatnot. For every Bryophyta, there's a Yera. For every April,
Bro, we have literature. Yeah, Rosemonte should not be there. Amiya should not be there. Popcar should not be there. But apparently they are good. They are good. Rose Islands is the good guys.
there's a Latesy. For every Amiya, there's a Kirara. Oddly enough, 1 stars are either tied to other characters, collabs, or literal April Fool's jokes. 2 and 3 stars are solidified as the core of Rhodes Island and thus have a pretty concrete narrative placement.
Yeah.
When they show up in story outside of their own oprex, it's usually because they represent Rhodes Island and not because they have a reason themselves to be there. Think Catapult and Loosen Arrowhead, for example. 4 stars are where characters start to show a lot more individuality, namely because they're not required to be a part of Rhodes. They're given more flexibility to just be people from wherever doing whatever.
Hey, that is the makeup artist I was talking about, Roberta. And Lutonda, we have Indigo, we have Gravel. I don't know who this is.
Otter is a far-sighted mercenary, Indigo is a ditzy ex-lighthouse keeper,
Indigo's lighthouse keeper. I didn't know that.
Perfumer is a perfumer.
For Osmondus, they have a legitimate reason at least. I see.
And Quartz is just unremarkable.
Yeah, it was like she will go insane or something or lose control if she doesn't use her powers.
It's because they're not really tied to any stories that they are allowed to, or arguably required to, be themselves, with things like operator records being about their own experiences and feelings. Of course, 5 and 6 stars also have oprex about themselves, but because there's usually context to who they are and what they're doing, there's always a bit of influence from events and whatnot. Take Quartz for example. When I said she was unremarkable, I meant it. That's her defining character trait. And because she's so unremarkable, she gets a whole story about exploring the nuances of simply passing the time. Now compare that to Punzaris,
that's fun.
An unassuming character barely in the event she came from. Yet, her oprex happens right after the event as if it's a continuation, not only giving the usual character development, but also showing how Siesta has changed in the little time between then and now. It's not a big change, obviously, it was like 2 days or something, but because most of what Punzaris learned about Siesta is through her grandfather, she ends up being a look into how Siesta used to be. This kind of quiet world building where we learn about how things are like without any major events is very much appreciated.
It is part of world building. I think that's pretty cool.
Get this with 4 stars. That isn't to say Punzaris is the norm for 5 stars, but more so the middle ground. On one extreme, you have characters like Fire Whistle and Melonite who frankly are just there to fill the banner. And also,
hey, don't talk about Fire Whistle like that. What the hell?
On the other, you have characters like Delphine and Tantala who are rather important, though with the story relevant 5 stars, it sometimes comes across as they don't actually do that much, but I'd argue that's more so just because they need to share the screen time with other characters like 6 stars. Delphine
Look, we don't talk about London EM stuff.
Also
haven't gotten there yet.
Horn and Stainless, so you can make this argument about Glassglow and Brockrock too. In the end, most 5 stars help build the world in their own unique ways, and I really appreciate how Hypergriff has made that pool so diverse. Of course, this video was meant to highlight the less mentioned characters, so I'm going to stop this section here before I go on for another 5 minutes. Build your 5 stars. Even if they're not that good, build your 5 stars.
I do build my 5 stars, and also it is time So I have to go, and we have to start playing Portal 2. I'll finish the rest of the video by myself, I think. I don't think just watching the 4 minutes people are gonna play. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed on YouTube. That's cooked, but you know what? We end the stream. Look, if you guys wanna check out Portal 2, and I'll be playing Arknights like afterwards, but you can come over on Twitch. This is such a I probably shouldn't have streamed. But I did it, alright, and we don't talk about it. I'll probably understand this because it's stupid. Alright. Bye bye, YouTube.